On day 120 of the coronavirus lockdown in Argentina, a glimmer of hope that the country can return to some sense of normality. Parts of the country have been under a strict lockdown for weeks. The death toll has now surpassed 2,100. There have been nearly 115,000 confirmed cases. Yet on Friday, President Alberto Fernandez underlined how the combined effort to contain the virus has kept the number of infections relatively low and helped avoid the health system from collapsing.
Between
July the 18th and August the 2nd, we will try to return to a normal life in this new world, in this different world that requires different precautions, and we will do so gradually.
After 4 months of one of the strictest lockdowns in South America, Argentina faces two key problems as the virus is still a threat. Firstly, managing lockdown fatigue, and secondly, reversing the economic impact of the pandemic. The country of 44 million will now enter a new phase. Argentina entered a lockdown amid a lingering recession and tense negotiations with international creditors over debt repayment. The latest figures from the United Nations Economic Commission for Latin America and the Caribbean indicate Argentina's economy will shrink by 10.5% in 2020, more than the regional average of just over 9%.
The economic contraction in the region has intensified. This is the worst economic contraction in 100 years. Here at the Economic Commission, we're already talking about a lost decade because the GDP per capita in 2020 will return to 2010 levels.
In this new phase, local shops will be allowed to reopen. Children will be allowed more days out during the week, and adults once again permitted to exercise at night, measures that will be re-evaluated in 2 weeks. Joel Richards for CGTN in Buenos Aires.